You're watching 11Alive, where Atlanta speaks. 11Alive News at 11:30 starts now. Yes, you already know the Georgia Bulldogs are national champions at long last. This is the first title for UGA since 1980. And for Georgia, it's even sweeter, taking home the win over Alabama.
Dogs are winners. A national championship for a new generation of Bulldogs. How about that? Final score, 33-18.
Oh man, gotta love that. It is this pick six right here by defensive back Keely Ringo that sealed the deal. The Dogs cut through the Crimson Tide, rolling them right into the doghouse. A win that these players certainly will never forget.
It means everything. It means the world. I love these guys. I wouldn't trade this for the world.
It's an honor, man. This hasn't been done in 40 years. I'm just happy to be a Georgia Bulldog.
We weren't going to leave here without a victory. Those dudes had my back and I had theirs, and we finished the deal.
Hell yeah, we're legendary.
Absolutely. Now it is time to come home and celebrate. We know there are plans for a big event in Athens this Saturday. Still waiting on the official details to be ironed out on that. The team is on their way home, though, and Liza Lucas joining us live now from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Liza, when are we expecting them? What's the plan?
Oh, midday. We are watching anxiously here at Hartsfield-Jackson. Gotta say, Savannah, so the excitement can continue. The celebration at home can officially begin. We're watching for that plane to touch down, carrying your newly crowned national champions. And what a celebration it has been thus far. As you mentioned, that national title, bringing it home once again, has been more than 40 years in the making for the Bulldogs. Fans and the team soaking up the moment, the triumph over Alabama, and this morning players shared what makes them most proud about winning the national championship. The consensus was the team, the men in the room. And quarterback Stetson Bennett, he elaborated that the players in the program, the journey, the ups, the downs, and having one another's backs along the way, and that is what makes victory so sweet.
When I fumble on the 10-yard line and we give up a touchdown, then we go back and we score 2 straight drives. That's the reason. You know, the toughness, the resiliency, the connection.
Bennett says the team has also felt the weight of Georgia on its shoulders, as you can imagine, and yet they have persevered, and now they get to celebrate with the whole state of Georgia. So again, we are anxiously awaiting that plane. We're going to be watching for it again as we get closer and closer to midday. We'll keep you posted on the very latest. In the meantime, I'm going to send it back to you, Savannah.
Thanks, Liza. You know that win felt good, but it's also going to feel incredible for them to come home and feel all the love that we have to give them. Thanks so much for that report. And one of our own UGA alum was in Indianapolis for that big win. He caught up with some fans there who say this is a new era for Georgia football.
No more talk of 1980. No more talk of the long championship drought. The wait is over. Georgia is back on top.
I'm 30 years old and I've waited for this my whole life. I'm more excited than you could ever imagine.
The streets of Indianapolis are barking and celebrating.
Go Dogs!
Many here were not alive the last time Georgia won it all.
No more 1980, 2021 champs. Here we go. Go Dogs.
And then there's Billy Copeland. He was 10 years old when he saw Georgia win their last national championship 41 years ago. He was here in Indianapolis to see it happen again.
I think I'm in shock, actually. I mean, a lot of tears were shed there with the pick six. A lot of tears started flowing.
UGA senior Lily Gerald was in tears as the clock ticked down toward victory. For Georgia fans, it means that much.
I have been a Georgia fan since I was little. It's always been my dream to go to Georgia, and to be here when they're winning a national championship is really a dream come true.
Sitting near her is Ralph Richardson. He was also there 41 years ago to see the Dogs win it all. This time, he saw it happen with his grandsons.
2 national championships with Georgia Bulldogs in my lifetime. It just don't get no better, man. It don't get no better, dude.
This is what happens when you wait 41 years. For some, a lifetime.
And a national championship, Georgia fan, go Dogs.
No more talk of 1980. No more waiting. It was a long, steep hill to climb, but Georgia has reached the top of the college football mountain, and the streets of Indianapolis are barking with joy.
Man, as a Georgia Bulldog myself, how do you not get emotional watching that? And UGA students and fans in Athens last night rushed into the streets. It was cold, but you know what? They didn't care. They were there to celebrate, happy to do it together, and glad to have the chance to ring that victory bell. And among the crowd, you have those who waited decades to see a moment like this again, including one father and son duo who rang the same bell all those years ago.
It is a wonderful experience. I hope, well, 40 more years, I don't think I'll make that one, but it was great.
Well, I called him up at like 11:30 after I knew the game was sealed. I was like, hey, Pops, you want to go ring the bell again? He's like, hell yeah.
Don't worry, Pops. I don't think we're going to have to wait another 40 years. I'm saying it. I'm speaking it into existence right now. And we know so many people will be looking for ways to get their hands on a piece of history. In sports, that means hunting for championship T-shirts and baseball caps and all that gear. Take a look at some of the late night lines we saw at stores. Dick's Sporting Goods and Academy Sports both stayed open to celebrate UGA's win, and fans took advantage, getting their victory T-shirts, their hats, their flags. I see some helmets there, a lot more.
I'm so excited. I've been waiting like my whole life for this moment. I don't even know how to feel. I'm like still processing it right.
And that merch obviously went fast. Many of the stores reopened early this morning. Right now on 11alive.com, we have a guide that will help you get your hands on some championship memorabilia. And we also asked all of you to send us photos of how you are celebrating UGA's big win. These are some of the photos you guys sent us just celebrating there in Indy. I really love the ones of the kids too. There they are. I mean, those are just lifelong Georgia Bulldogs in the making right there. Gotta love it. And we want to see how you are celebrating. You can text us your photos to the number right there on your screen. That is 404-885-7600. And be sure to let us know your name so we can share it and give you credit.
Very nice. Congratulations, Bulldogs. You did it. You did it. Plenty of sunshine to celebrate in for today as well. Still a touch breezy out there. Winds about 10 miles per hour, making it feel a lot cooler out there, even though we have plenty of sunshine around. Yeah, those temperatures started out in the 20s and the 30s once again this morning, so it was a very cold start, but we have plenty of sunshine around. Don't worry about any clouds or any precipitation. Back into the 40s once again. We're going to see days similar to what we saw yesterday and the next couple. As a matter of fact, you got 40 degrees in Athens, over in Gainesville. You got 43 degrees in Atlanta, Athens at 42. 40 in Rome, and a couple 30s still up there to the far north. You factor in those winds, it feels like the 30s out there. So grab your heavy jacket. You're going to need it for this afternoon, or maybe even a light coat, depending on how you want to style it, whichever one has the Georgia logo on it. 48 degrees for the afternoon high. Some spots will climb up to near 50 for an afternoon high today. Again, under mostly sunny skies. Back down to 39 degrees by 7 o'clock tonight. If you have evening plans, maybe celebrate with a little dinner. No, it is going to be on the chilly side. We'll see those temperatures go back down into the 30s and 20s again for overnight lows, but we're expecting temperatures to gradually warm up as we head through the week. And there's a chance for some precipitation come our way as we head into the weekend. Could be in the form of snow. We're going to talk about that and detail it for you in the full forecast coming up. Savannah, back to you.
All right, Chesley, thank you. Some much needed help is on the way for people struggling to get tested for COVID right now as we deal with a surge that's putting stress on our hospital systems. Maura Sirianni explains the action Clayton County is taking to get more at-home tests in people's hands for free.
Here at the Clayton County Fire Department, they spent the morning assembling more than 10,000 COVID test kits ready to distribute to residents later this week. Members of the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, Fire, EMS, Board of Education, Police, and County Central Services packed up the test kits complete with 2 at-home COVID tests. So how can you get one? Well, the giveaway will take place this Thursday, January 13th from 9 to noon at Southern Crescent Stadium in Riverdale, Terra Stadium in Jonesboro, and 12 Oaks Stadium in Hampton. Officials say even though there are many testing sites across Clayton County, some residents may not be able to get to one. This as COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations are on the rise across the county.
As COVID-19 numbers continue to rise and more variants are introduced, it's important that we do our part to help our employees, our community, and our loved ones.
All Clayton County residents are eligible to receive a test kit. All you need is a valid ID. Now, the test kits will be given out on a first-come, first-served basis. Once they're gone, they're gone. And each location has about 3,500. For a look at those times and locations, head to 11alive.com.
I'd imagine you can expect some lines. Thanks for that report. And President Biden is also making moves to put COVID tests in the hands of more Americans as cases spike really all over the country. The Department of Health and Human Services says insurance companies will now have to cover the cost of over-the-counter home tests. The new rules require that insurance companies pay for up to 8 COVID tests per person per month. You can give your insurance information right there when you check out, or you can file a claim online after you buy them. You can start getting reimbursed on Saturday. And speaking of the president, as we speak, he is on his way to Atlanta. Coming up, what to expect from his visit today.
Landmark Dive.
Whether you're heading to school or the office, walk out the door prepared.
11Alive Morning News gives you breaking news and perspective on the day ahead.
From sunny skies to severe weather, know what to expect and what to wear.
And while I can't stop traffic, I can certainly help save you some time and frustration.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Morning News lately, see the difference. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. If you see breaking news wherever you are, safely snap it and share it with us using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
All right, look at this video of breaking news a viewer just sent us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
Life moves fast in Metro Atlanta. So does the news.
Watch 11Alive News at 11. You'll get breaking news and you'll get it fast.
See stories and perspectives on the issues affecting you.
Whether it's sunny skies or severe weather, feel confident you've got an accurate forecast for tomorrow. And we verify whether viral stories are fact or fiction. No one else does that.
If you haven't watched 11Alive News lately, see the difference. Watch 11Alive News at 11 p.m.
Want to verify whether something's true or false?
Do parents have the right to see their child's medical records?
Now you can ask us using the Near Me feature of the 11Alive News app. Just record your question, send it to us. Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscasts.
We began with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We're tracking severe weather moving through the metro area.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
When it comes to weather, all you want to know is, how is it going to affect my day?
When you watch 11Alive Storm Trackers, we focus on the next 24 hours so that you can plan your day.
And when it comes to severe weather, we're live instantly, keeping you up to date and keeping your family safe.
Accuracy and safety are everything. We want you to be ready for anything.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Storm Trackers lately, see the difference every day on 11Alive News.
The next time you see severe weather, safely snap it and share it with 11Alive News using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
Here's a photo of the storm that a viewer sent to us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast.
Welcome back to 11Alive, where Atlanta speaks. Have a question you want answered? Text us at 404-885-7600.
Happening today, President Biden and Vice President Harris are visiting Atlanta. The two are making a push for national voting rights legislation. They'll be joined by a host of Congress members, along with state and local leaders and voting rights advocates. Joe Ripley is covering the president's trip on the ground. He joins us from Atlanta with more.
President Biden and Vice President Harris's trip to Atlanta comes in the latest push to pass national voting rights legislation. Right now, those talks are stalled in Congress. The goal by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is to have some type of legislation on the floor by Martin Luther King Day. Of course, the significance here, Atlanta known as the cradle of the civil rights movement. President Biden and Vice President Harris are due to make stops here at the King Center while they're in Atlanta, as well as the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church, longtime church where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. pastored. Of course, Dr. King very much involved in voting rights back in the 60s, was on hand and had a heavy hand in passing the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act of 1964, 1965. So very historical significance there. Of course, this is not in a vacuum, of course. After 2020 election cycle that saw Democrats take the House and Senate, and 2 Democrats take Georgia's U.S. Senate seats, as well as President Biden winning Georgia as the first time Democrat to do so in nearly 3 decades. Republican-led states, several of them have pushed back, enacted several overhauls to their election laws, including here in Georgia. So that is something that will be on top of mind for President Biden once he makes remarks here at the AU Center.
Definitely want to keep that route in mind for traffic and planning ahead too. And ahead of the president's visit today, Georgia's Secretary of State is expressing concern that the proposed voting reform will harm election security.
President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris are coming here later today to push for policies that will undermine the integrity of our elections. Just a few miles from here, the President and Vice President will push to change long-standing rules so they can push a partisan bill that rigs the rules of elections to favor Democrats. Make no mistake, this is an attempt to weaken election security under the guise of voting rights.
We will hear more from Georgia's Secretary of State tonight on 11Alive News at 5. And stay with us for live coverage on the president's visit throughout the afternoon. We will be streaming live on 11Alive and on our 11Alive YouTube page.
Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Temperatures on the cool side. You got to wear a jacket or a light coat, at least if you're going to be out and about, especially when you're walking in the shade. And we do have a little bit of enough breeze that it makes it feel just a little bit cooler out there. Winds about 10 miles per hour or less, and will lessen as we go along through the afternoon. Right now, temperatures down into the 40s in most spots. Got some 30s in there, like Edenton at 39, 36 in Clayton, and 38 up in Blairsville at the current hour. Everywhere else in the low 40s. We'll be heating up closer to 50 degrees just about everywhere this afternoon. Thinking right around 48. Some spots will hit 50. Going to give it an 8 out of a possible 11 today on the Wazoner, despite the fact that we'll have brilliant, crystal clear skies out there. It's just that cold air has settled in, and it's here, and will take a little time to modify as we head through the rest of the week. High pressure in control here in the southeast. In fact, there's not much going on at all. You see a few clouds, a little bit of rain back over there toward central Texas. That's it, folks. That's it. And we'll be watching some disturbances as they move through. We'll increase our cloud cover over the next couple of days here and there. Not going to take away too much from our sun, but it will increase our clouds briefly at times as we head through the week. Really not expecting any precipitation to move our way until we get toward the weekend. And that's where it gets a little bit tricky, because we're also going to be looking at the timing of some more colder air moving in. And so if the precipitation is still around by that time, we could be talking about winter precipitation, not only for the North Georgia mountains, but it could be down toward the metro area as well. Let me walk you through it. High pressure over us now, or at least to the west of us, bringing in that northerly flow. And so that's why we got the cooler air in place. High pressure will continue to build in, and so it will weaken these winds a bit. And so it will start to feel a little bit better, but temperatures will be going up over the next couple of days gradually, right on through the 50s. I think we'll reach the upper 50s by the time we get to Friday. Here it is, our forecast track model. You can follow along with the time right there at the top of the screen. I'm leaving it nice and wide because there's not much happening over us. I do want to show you that the clouds are putting, so we'll start to push in later on tonight into the southern portions of the state. By the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we'll be looking at mostly sunny skies. Now here comes a disturbance that's going to bring in a few high thin clouds. Now it's not going to take away too much from our sun. We'll have mostly sunny skies through the day on Wednesday. No precipitation coming out of these clouds at all. They'll just swing right on through, especially through the overnight. By the time you wake up on Thursday morning, we're looking at mostly sunny skies to start, but here comes another disturbance. It's going to bring in some clouds. In fact, even with this one, the models are trying to wring out a sprinkle or two. It's a 10% chance or less, so I'm leaving it out. We'll just see partly cloudy skies once we get to the evening on Thursday, but again, not much in the way of any rainfall. Friday has been my pick for the week, and I may have to take it back. Here's why. We're going to start you off with mostly sunny skies, but by the afternoon, the clouds begin to increase. That will hold our temperature into the mid to upper 50s. I was originally forecasting about 57 degrees for a high temperature. These clouds move in here, especially by the time we get to the afternoon. That can hold the temperature back just a little bit. Now, the good news with this is that there will not be any rain coming out of those clouds at all. We don't have to worry about that. The clouds will thicken through the overnight going into Saturday, and then we'll turn our attention back off to the west. Now, we'll start off with mostly cloudy skies, but we're watching another system that's going to come into the area, brings us a better chance for the rain. Good 40% chance for that rain to be around, especially as we head into the evening on Saturday. We'll watch an area of low pressure that's going to pass to the south of us, but on the back side of that, colder air will be drawn down. And if there's any precipitation left over, of course, we'll see it begin to mix with some snow or even change over to all snow as it begins to taper off. And so you're looking at lighter amounts for now. We'll watch that. But notice this will be by Sunday morning. By the afternoon, that begins to subside. So it moves through quickly, gets out of the way, and that's the timing right now. There's other models that show it lasting a little bit longer, coming in a little bit later. And so there's some discrepancies there. So we'll keep you updated. But that will be on Saturday night going into Sunday. So we'll keep you updated there. Until then, enjoy the sunshine, and temperatures will modify a bit, getting up to 57 degrees for the high on Friday before those clouds roll in. And we'll get out of the way by Sunday afternoon. Should get some sunshine in before it sets. Notice the temperature's a bit cooler behind that front, so 47 degrees will be high on Sunday. Monday, 48, as we'll have a beautiful Martin Luther King Day. Savannah?
Congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs, our 2021 national champions!
Had a dream about some dogs, ripping big for UGA. Won it all, champions of the NCAA.
Bulldogs, and in control of the game. Throw your hands in the air, UGA about to go crazy.
Oh yeah, if that doesn't get you hyped, I don't know what will. As we go to break, students at Ron Clark Academy are hyped about UGA's big win, and you already know they had this video ready. It was posted right after last night's game wrapped up. I love the confidence, and it came through for us. We'll hear from quarterback Stetson Bennett's mom next.
Morning News gives you breaking news and perspective on the day ahead.
From sunny skies to severe weather, know what to expect and what to wear.
And while I can't stop traffic, I can certainly help save you some time and frustration.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Morning News lately, see the difference. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. If you see breaking news wherever you are, safely snap it and share it with us using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
All right, look at this video of breaking news a viewer just sent us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
Life moves fast in Metro Atlanta. So does the news.
Watch 11Alive News at 11. You'll get breaking news and you'll get it fast.
See stories and perspectives on the issues affecting you.
Whether it's sunny skies or severe weather, feel confident you've got an accurate forecast for tomorrow. And we verify whether viral stories are fact or fiction. No one else does that.
If you haven't watched 11Alive News lately, see the difference. Watch 11Alive News at 11 p.m.
Want to verify whether something's true or false?
Do parents have the right to see their child's medical records?
Now you can ask us using the Near Me feature of the 11Alive News app. Just record your question, send it to us. Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscasts.
We began with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We're tracking severe weather moving through the metro area.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
When it comes to weather, all you want to know is, how is it going to affect my day?
When you watch 11Alive Storm Trackers, we focus on the next 24 hours so that you can plan your day.
And when it comes to severe weather, we're live instantly, keeping you up to date and keeping your family safe.
Accuracy and safety are everything. We want you to be ready for anything.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Storm Trackers lately, see the difference every day on 11Alive News.
The next time you see severe weather, safely snap it and share it with 11Alive News using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
Here's a photo of the storm that a viewer sent to us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscast
We begin tonight with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We are tracking severe storms.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
It's tougher than ever to tell if something on social media is fact or fiction.
That's what makes 11 Alive News different. We verify, and we're the only ones in Metro Atlanta doing it.
Verify takes stories and claims that have gone viral, sources that information, and then we vet it with the experts.
So you can be confident you're getting.
Well, doesn't it feel good to prove your critics wrong? A taste of victory for quarterback Stetson Bennett. There was a lot of chatter this season about whether he could lead the team to a championship win. He had to take over for JT Daniels as the team's starting quarterback early in the season following an injury. Well, he says he just blocked out all of that noise, and his mom tried not to listen to those critics either. Mom's a longtime Bulldog and couldn't be more proud. Maria Martin spoke to her right after the game, and she was almost speechless.
I'm so happy. He's the best kid. I've got 5 that are amazing, and I know I am so happy.
Denise, I know it's been a difficult season because of all of the outside noise for your son. Does it feel so much better now that that's finally gone and he really did help this team?
I don't even think about it. You know, you get like upset. I'm not upset. It's just, it makes it he's never won a championship.
I heard he was close once in baseball.
It was close, but he never did. And
I know as mom, you're emotional whenever you're watching Stetson. What was it different tonight?
It was. At halftime, I got real close to the Lord at halftime, and this peace came over me, and I'm not going to say I knew we were going to win, but it was a piece of, I got this. And I was like, okay, win or lose, you got it. And it was peace. And it's a dream. It's a dream. It's a dream for that little boy.
Do you hear them chanting your name, Stetson? That's a great moment after the game. Stetson getting all the love he so deserves. And even as the stadium emptied out, a lot of fans stayed to thank their national championship winning quarterback. We'll be right back with more coverage on the team's return to Georgia.
Accuracy and safety are everything. We want you to be ready for anything.
If you haven't watched the 11 Alive storm trackers lately, see the difference every day on 11 Alive News.
The next time you see severe weather, safely snap it and share it with 11 Alive News using Near Me on the 11 Alive News app.
Here's a photo of the storm that a viewer sent to us.
Download the 11 Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11 Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscast
We begin tonight with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We are tracking severe storms.
11 Alive News, stream now on Roku.
It's tougher than ever to tell if something on social media is fact or fiction.
That's what makes 11 Alive News different. We verify, and we're the only ones in Metro Atlanta doing it.
Verify takes stories and claims that have gone viral, sources that information, and then we vet it with the experts.
So you can be confident you're getting the facts every time.
If you haven't watched Verify, see the difference on the 11 Alive Morning News and at 11 p.m.
Weather can't run from the 11 Alive Thunder Truck. A mobile weather center with the power and speed to chase down the strongest storms and bring you on-the-ground conditions. The 11 Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark Dodge.
Whether you're heading to school or the office, walk out the door prepared.
11 Alive Morning News gives you breaking news and perspective on the day ahead.
From sunny skies to severe weather, know what to expect and what to wear.
And while I can't stop traffic, I can certainly help save you some time and frustration.
If you haven't watched the 11 Alive Morning News lately, see the difference. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. If you see breaking news wherever you are, safely snap it and share it with us using Near Me on the 11 Alive News app.
All right, look at this video of breaking news a viewer just sent us.
Download the 11 Alive News app to use Near Me.
Life moves fast in Metro Atlanta. So does the news.
Watch 11Alive News at 11. You'll get breaking news and you'll get it fast.
See stories and perspectives on the issues affecting you.
Whether it's sunny skies or severe weather, feel confident you've got an accurate forecast for tomorrow. And we verify whether viral stories are fact or fiction. No one else does that.
If you haven't watched 11Alive News lately, see the difference. Watch 11Alive News at 11 p.m.
Want to verify whether something's true or false?
Do parents have the right to see their child's medical records?
Now you can ask us using the Near Me feature of the 11Alive News app. Just record your question, send it to us. Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast.
You're watching 11Alive, where Atlanta speaks. 11Alive News at noon starts now.
You see it. Ain't nothing finer in the land. The Georgia Bulldogs are national champions at long last. This is the first title for UGA since 1980. It's been a long time coming, and for our Bulldogs, it's even sweeter taking home the win over Alabama.
Dogs are winners. A national championship for a new generation of Bulldogs. How about that? Final score, 33-18.
Amen.